Okay, so here is our multiplication word problem. Um, students, if we were working on paper, they would go through and underline their important information because that helps us just kind of get organized and think about what's going to happen. I already have my numbers and labels. I have 7 bags or groups because we want to remember groups and numbers in groups. And I have 5 pieces or numbers in the groups. And then I have to go ahead and remember what my question is. What am I trying to find out? So it's how many pieces in all, and that's another clue that's going to help us understand um, what exactly we're looking for. Okay, so my next step is I have to ask myself, am I going to round? And for this question, no, I don't have any rounding, so I'm just going to kind of mark that out because that will help me remember whether or not I need to do it. And then in my first step, I need to decide what am I going to do. And with multiplying, I'm going to put my number of groups into groups. So I could draw a picture, so I could write that, draw a picture, or I can um, use a strip diagram, any of those things to help me know that that's what I'm going to do. The number one problem that we have at this point is a lot of our students want to add those two numbers together, and that is not multiplying. That's just adding, and that's a common mistake. Okay, so what I did in my do window, part of the window, is I went ahead and wrote out 7 times 5 and it equals, and then I used a strip diagram. I put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 groups or bags, and then I put 5 in each group. So that's going to remind me I need to either do repeated addition or use the multiplication facts that I already know. So then I'm ready to solve it, and I know that 7 times 5, hopefully if I've been practicing my multiplication, I'm going to realize that that gives me 35. Oops, and of course I put in the wrong number, so 35. I'm not done at that point. I need to make sure I circle and label my answer. So I circled and labeled my answer. I'm ready to justify. So in my justify window, I have 35 and I wrote that I'm going to divide it by 5. So I'm going to go back here and look at my groups. When I divide it by 5, that means when I use it to split into fives, I'm going to end up with my 7 equal groups. So that pretty much proves that I justified my answer. So I want to make sure that I go back and make sure that that makes sense that way.